Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw here. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll set up to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Play action. It's Fields. inside, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now it's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Fields now to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. He dumps it off to Barkley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sterling Richter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards remain for second down. A give. This is Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete. It's Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On play action, Fields rolling to his right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At their own 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On play action, they'll throw. And caught by Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to air one out. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 15. And it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, Fields. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Fields. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Fields. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. Oh, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Giants.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Switch.
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Barkley. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Peyton Turner there on the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Fields. Catch made by Slayton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Barkley, toss play left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 12.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now it's Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word and I just kept using it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
A first down carry for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will extend this big lead.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw.
And pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
You got nothing.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 13. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.